All right, now, every market reacts to pronouncements, especially when it comes from President Donald Trump. But I think the crypto markets, how red is your red? I think that's the question we should be asking Laddie. Laddie, how red is your red? Because I see
this
shades
is
of...
incredible shades of red. I don't even know what to call these
Incredible.
ones. Like the one we see with Ethereum, XRP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not blood red.
Yeah, but you
That's
know,
bloody red.
I'm a little colorblind, but
At this time,
yeah.
yes. What a comfortable place
Yes,
to be.
exactly. So it's full on red. Just little pockets of green.
Yeah, ignorable.
And surprisingly, the stable coins are also red. You know, looking at Coin 360 at this point. So it's a bloodbath.
Laddie, I saw this morning I checked the price of Bitcoin.
Right.
And I saw 90,000.
90K, yeah.
And then now I see 95,000, Laddie.
It's so volatile.
I mean, this is so scary.
Yeah, it's really volatile at this point. But this might be an indication. You know, this is how February is starting. And you know, it's a month of love. And what's the theme color?
There you go.
Red.
Oh my God.
I guess this
Looking
was
for
expected.
comfort in everything I see.
So we're starting off with a color of Valentine. That's for February. Let's see what the sentiment is like. How investors feeling? You know, in this market, looking at the fear greed index. Yeah, there you have it. Fear. So fear has come into the market now. Investors are afraid. Is Bitcoin going to fall more? Some don't want to catch a falling knife. Some are trying to find the bottom so they can, follow the bounce up. But there you have it, 44 points. And after fear, extreme fear, that could be next. If the price of Bitcoin stays volatile to the downside. All right, let's look at the headlines in the market now. So $555 million. That was the liquidation. They've tagged this liquidation tsunami in the market. That means traders that expected Bitcoin will go up and put their money on that, they lost most of that. So over 555 million, the longs were liquidated. Those ones account for most of that liquidation price. And that's according to CoinGlass data. So only the ones that said Bitcoin will go down actually made profit, with the coin actually going down. All right, let's see what else is hot. So they've tagged the Trump tariffs. That's what's roiling, the markets again. So I guess it was expected, with the Trump presidency, volatility, and we're seeing that play out so far in the market. So it depends on what direction you are playing in the market, then you might not be affected negatively. All right, let's bring in Chimezie Chuta now. He's going to tell us what to expect in this month of February. Hello, Chimezie.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I was expecting to see red on your background there, but I guess you've escaped the red. But January was quite good, for Bitcoin and most of the cryptocurrencies. But we're seeing February now starting with huge drops at this point. Is this just another excuse that the bears are using to drop the market? Is the tariff war really that bad for crypto and Bitcoin?
Well, Laddie, I think I will react to the current market as the storm before the real rain will come, because most of what we are seeing right now has already been factored in previously in the market. Don't forget that Donald Trump has been president for less than 2 weeks, and there has been a lot of uncertainty that has been coming out through the policies that he's been pushing. And much recently, we have seen his tariff wars that he has ignited, and it looks as though the tariff wars are going to have more devastating effect than the physical wars that we were having in Ukraine and in the Middle East. But the truth of the matter is that volatility is a friend of the investor if he understands how to play the game. This is a time for anybody who is interested in the market to actually move in if you still have reserve funds, because I know that it's not easy to get back and buy the dip. Anyway, we always say buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip, but nobody bothers about how are you continuously going to get the money to buy the big dip. But assuming that you are someone that has been timing the market, this is a very good opportunity to get in. Right now, most of the odds are less than 50% discount. Bitcoin has dropped significantly. Ethereum, of course, has dropped significantly. And we know that before any bull market, things like this happen. So it's not new. I've been through 3 cycles of the bull markets, and I've seen them happen over and over again. And this definitely is not going to be a different experience for us.
And could this be the start of a bear market at this point, or is it just, regular pullback?
Well, it's so difficult to accurately predict whether this actually is the threshold to the expected alt season or the general bull run. But the fact remains that anytime the market pulls back like this, it provides an opportunity. And don't forget that the retail traders are not really in the game that much. Much of what is going on here are institutional movement of funds, because these are the people who have the large bags that can affect the market significantly. Retail traders don't have that power they used to have probably in the previous cycles as it is right now. So what everyone that is in crypto should expect is that this particular market cycle is unique in every way. I mean, it's almost a year since Bitcoin halving, and we have not seen Bitcoin price double in price. But that does not mean that these things will not happen. I think there's a gathering of cloud, and what we're seeing now is probably the last of it before the bull run sets in.
Right. And talking about the bull run, at some point it was all about the meme coins, and I'm guessing the meme coins will be dropping even, more heavy than what we're seeing with the 10% to 15% drops we see with the top 100 coins there. But let's also circle back to the Telegram games. Is it over for that segment?
Ladi, you know that the sun will first of all shine on those who are standing before it to get to those who are sitting down. Meme coins at this time are expected to be, completely, massacred in the face of what the functional utility products that are out there are experiencing. So Bitcoins shouldn't even be things that we should be mentioning at this time when the streets are red. They should be experiencing real bloody thick blood red in their own right. But remember that everything in crypto is about narratives. And so the narratives that drove all the success of the meme coins in the previous cycles and in the previous years have all served their tenor. So right now we'll be expecting that the real utility products should be experiencing some breath of fresh air. And that's why some of us who are holding big bags of alts, who are expecting the market to move in our direction, are really expecting that people will begin to look at the value that the crypto has to offer intrinsically, and not just the hypes that are associated with the market itself.
I'm talking about hype. One of those Telegram games, that's Bloom. I know they ended, the first season, and now they started another whole season. And I'm sure most of those players are quite disappointed.
Of course. That's how the market is. It never really goes the way you anticipate. There will be a lot of people who will be happy at how things turned out, and there are a lot of people who will be unhappy at how things turned out. Don't forget that even when the market is red, there are a lot of people smiling to the bank, because there are people who are betting against the market. I mean, those who are shorting the market, they are smiling right now and heading straight to the bank. And of course, if you were betting strong on probably an asset like Hamster and any of those Telegram bots that most of us associated with, you have to understand that your tears is somebody's joy somewhere. And brace up in crypto, bro. Brace up, because the time you're going to be smiling, definitely someone else is probably going to be crying. So that's how this game is played. There's never going to be a time when everybody's going to be happy that they made money. There's nothing like that in crypto. Some people are going to smile and some people are going to cry. That's how it's going to be. And that's why it's called crypto, which means cry to the time when you are going to get your own joy.
Right. And, looking at, February so far, the way it's playing, and, into 2025, Are you seeing any new trends cooking, or will it be the regular trends we saw that drove sentiment in 2024?
Okay, so on a serious note, the 2025 is a very interesting year to watch out for, not just in crypto, but in general financial market, because like many people anticipated, a Trump presidency was going to or is going to upset a whole lot of things. And for me and a whole lot of people who are watching the markets, we know that regulatory clarity is gradually coming in. America first in most of the things that we know has always defined how the industry participates in it. So with the expected regulatory clarity coming from the US concerning crypto, it's going to really enable a whole lot of innovation for us in the rest of the world. That being said, we're also seeing that many countries, and even when you go to states in the US, many of them are showing signs or interest in stockpiling Bitcoin as a reserve asset. That's also something that is going to, be seen across different jurisdictions. You're going to see different jurisdictions diving into Bitcoin as a reserve asset. And of course, no country wants to be the last to buy. And when that moment comes, when everybody wants to jump in and buy, that's when we are going to be experiencing that parabolic move of pricing that everybody is expecting.
All right, we'll definitely keep watching out. We're also watching regulation, that's cryptocurrency regulation in Nigeria. Are you expecting any surprises in 2025 for Nigeria?
Nigeria is already on course. Like I always say, kudos to SEC and the current DG. What we expect is more emphasis on compliance, because the industry and the playing environment must be monitored, and there has to be very strict measures put in place to monitor both the service providers and the participants in the market. So once these things are put in place, I anticipate that Nigeria is going to be experiencing an explosive 2025 bullish market for crypto.
All right, thank you so much. Always great having your perspective. Chimeze Chuta is the chairman, National Blockchain Policy Implementation Steering Committee. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you, Ladi.
All right, so there you have it. It's a bloodbath. I'm sure some investors are wondering, okay, where's the bottom? Where's the bottom? Where are they going to find it?
I can't get over
Deep seeking.
What Chuta said, that
right.
While some people are crying, some people are actually not just smiling but laughing to the bank.
Laughing to the bank.
I guess what we can say is wait for your turn.
Right.
Your time will come when you will laugh, and then the other party would be crying.
Let me see if I can laugh to the bank right now. Ha 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 ha.
All right, so that's it on the program. Thank you so much for being a part of it. President Trump is still moving the markets. We'll see what happens tomorrow. We'll be back here at 1 p.m. But first, Ladi will be here 10 a.m. tomorrow. God's grace. But I'll see you tonight for the stock market report. Hopefully, those tariffs will not affect our NGX.